Alright guys, I'm back from day 2 of my brother's HVAC extravaganza, and I'm tired, and you know, doing these 6-hour days on the weekends is no fun. I'm beat, and I got nothing but a stacked week ahead of me, but it's going pretty good at my brother's house. There was a couple little snags that we hit, but I opened up a can of worms at the end of the day. He's got himself an issue down in his crawl space with a water leak and a detached dryer vent, but mainly the water leak, and he wants me to fix it. So it's a mess down there, but stay tuned to the end. That's where you'll see the carnage on that in the crawl space. So enjoy the video. Morning guys, day 2. Got some elbows for those supply runs to tie in. I stopped at Home Depot and got some Panduit straps. I paid a premium, of course, but you know, parts houses aren't open on the weekend. A little bit of insulation for that squared around fitting. So first thing I'm going to do is get my 24-foot extension ladder down and get him set up. We'll get this spotted for the, well, I don't even really need to spot it, it's bird blocks. So I can get up there and see where I want to drill my hole. And I also need to take my oscillating tool and cut that belly band, because our line height's going to come right across that, because it'll make it bow out too much. We might go over the top of it, we'll see how it looks. So anyway, get my ladder set up, we'll get started. Right, Matt is going to get our line set all prepped up. We got our suction line, our liquid, our 8-wire for outside. We only need 6, but that's all I have is 10 and 8. He's going to string it up through there. And then I have my ladder set up. Got my drill with my, I don't know what this one is, probably 3-inch. I like to do a big hole when I'm trying to pull it up through there, because we don't want it binding up. I'm going to go up there and drill through that bird block right on the other side of that truss. Let's do it. Alright guys, I got my hole drilled right there. Let's do some line hide. Straight on down. Gets over here. Should have plenty. Alright, I got my first piece up there with the coupling. I went ahead and dry fitted a piece on there. I don't know if you can see my line, but I went ahead and marked where I need to cut that belly band. I'm going to use my oscillating tool here to remove the belly band so it sits flush. Alright, Matt's got the entire 50-footer prepped here. Probably won't use the whole 50-footer, but why not? And then let me show you, got all the line height up. Goes up quick, as you guys know. Got the belly band out of the way so she sits all nice and flush. So we're ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get 2 of my fish sticks tied on to the end of the line, and we're going to shove that through so my brother doesn't have to crawl all the way back to the corner there. And we'll start pulling it. Alright guys, another day in paradise. Welcome to my upstairs office. My downstairs one is the crawl space. My upstairs is the top of an extension ladder or an attic. We got her shoved through about a few feet, and I got that 4-foot fish stick on the end of it, so my brother will be able to go in there and grab that pretty easy. And we'll just slowly roll that through. And then once we have this through, I'll just put a little bit of a bend on it with my tubing benders, tape it back up, and then put a couple clamps on it on down, and we're rocking and rolling. Seal the hole after and put all my cover on. Pretty easy. Done lots of these. Beautiful day though, not a cloud in the sky. Be about low 60s today. Perfect spring weather. Alright, I sent my brother up in the attic to assess what he needs to tie in all the flex runs. I'm going to have him tie those in.
I don't think he ever has before, so it should be interesting. But I told him what to do. The way I like to do them is I just do a panduit on the inside with a couple zip screws, and then a panduit on the outside with a couple of zip screws. I don't use any tape or anything. When I went to duct sealing class, the guy told me, he goes, it makes absolutely very little difference if you mastic tape or put mastic on your inner liner, because if you do your panduit strap tight enough, it holds it pretty damn airtight. So just a little tip there. You can disagree with me if you want. Alright guys, I got my line split here. I got my tubing benders. I got my tape to tape it back up. So my brother, who's a bull in a china shop, he was afraid to tell me, but when we were pulling this, he stepped on the primary condensate drain, which was only ran in schedule 80, and snapped it in half. So I got to go repair that. Oh, bulls in a china shop. Gotta love them. Alright guys, and just like that, she is in. I'm gonna go up there and seal that hole up with some silicone and put my line height on. Then I can put my extension ladder away. Easy money. Alright guys, I got my line height all up there, looking all pretty. Getting ahead of myself like I usually do. My thermostat wire, new thermostat wire that I got to run up through there, it's got to go in there. So what I'll do is I'll just I'm gonna let my silicone dry, because it'll make a huge mess. So I'll just do that tomorrow then. I'm gonna come back tomorrow for a few hours. And I'll just have that piece of seal tight that'll be right there to sleeve the thermostat wires that comes from the vent through the line hide. Always getting ahead of myself. Alright, I'm going to get this unit set, and I'm going to braze this guy, and then I'm going to go up in the attic and braze the coil. Alright, we got the unit all set. Even the Bosch logo is on the outside, which is nice. Makes it look a little better.
How's he get out of that?
We're going to go ahead and I got to get my rubber pads under there still. And I'll get this guy piped and brazed. You've seen me braze a million times, so I probably won't get too much video of that. I might prop my phone up and show you it out here, but you've seen it a billion times if you've watched the other videos. Alright guys, got her all piped in all pretty. I'm going to go ahead and get my rags on here, get my nitrogen hooked up, and we will be off to the races with this guy. And then I'll be heading up into the attic once I get this brazed. Alright guys, I got my Schrader cores out. I got my valves all wrapped with nice wet rags. Got my nitro here hooked up. I'll go ahead and run it about 2 or 3 psi flow through there. And I'll do some brazing. Let's do it. He works hard for the money. Stick to my day job. He works hard for the money. Can't remember who that is. Olivia Newton-John? I can't remember. Got too much nitro flowing through there. See if that helps. Too much nitro flowing through. I think I still do. Yeah. I do have a purge, or like a braze regulator, but I'm going to just use my regular one. I don't know why. I don't know why I do the things I do. Who knows why I do the things that I do, or the things that I've done. Should be good. Probably can't see this other side. Yeah, maybe. If you don't, you don't. She works hard for me. So hard. For the money, huh? Do it for the suction. Stupid paint. I know, and I don't wrap my filter dryers with a rag, so burns all that paint off it. I hate having a rag that close. Be fine. That'll be just fine. If I could smooth this out a little bit more. I don't really like the way that looks. Want it to look good, man. Alright. See what she looks like. Okay, all my joints look real good. Everything's all sealed up. I've got my shraders put back in here. We're gonna go ahead and head up into the attic. Sweatshirt's coming off, that's for sure. It's sunny today, so I know it's gonna be warmer up there. All right, we got our line ran through up here in the attic. I just got not even the right size clamp, just the tent there so I can have it up and clamped up high. I can put my bends on it now. Do a nice bend right into our coil here. Got my torches up here, got my wet rag. Matt's supervising me. Make
Josh
sure
is in my way.
He's gonna make sure I'm doing it right. I might screw it up. So anyway, let's get this guy piped in. Alright, so I got my brother going to get my swage bit. I had to cut that. For some reason my benders are screwed up. I was going to give these are those backup ones that I was going to do on that last giveaway, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to give these to anybody. Time to maybe throw them away. I oiled them up and everything, it's just not helping, so hopefully I can get this. I think it's this line set too. It might be ovaled or something because we were using these benders the other day and there was no issue. So, I don't know. Alright guys, we got her all piped in. Try to make it as straight and clean as I could. Kind of dealing with a line set that got all beat up on the way in, but we'll tape it all nice before we're done. Got my torches there. Matt's going to go take my benders out of here. They'll be in my way. And maybe he can get me an orange crush soda that's in the fridge, because I'm getting a little dehydrated today because it's a little bit warmer up here today.
You're getting a root beer.
No, I don't like, I want
Beer.
orange crush. All right, let's get this braised. Drive-by body pierce. Ow. Lob it on. Can't believe it. Should be good. This is why everything takes so long.
Here's your orange crush. Yes, I'm best of.
Hey, you want it done? Try to get the subs right.
Okay.
Well, she'll be able to watch the video. She'll know exactly what happened. You guys will have this documented, so when you ever sell, you say, hey, just watch these 2 videos. Okay, I did everything the right way. Except for the stuff I showed myself doing. Except when he stepped on that drain line and broke it. Don't worry, I'll fix it. That's an easy fix. I need to reroute it anyway, I think. I don't like where they're coming up. I'll probably reroute them into the platform. I wish they'd make the stems longer on these coils. The thing about having to get the rag so close here too is I can't get the flame hot as I want it. Drive-by body pierce. Yeah. I'm sure we all sealed up though. Yeah, we'll get it under pressure. Let's leave it under pressure overnight so we know it's holding. I like to do that if I can anyway. No hurry. Half days on the weekend. Still gonna work
during the week.
No, I've been working long days lately. Longer days. Hey, banker's hours. My work's never done because I got to think about it all the time. Mentally, it's got me in a trap. Alright, should be good. Oh. Alright, it's cooled off a little bit. I'll do the old hand test. Usually works for me. I can tell. I might have a gap underneath. It's not real comfortable in this spot. Oh. Sorry about the camera work. Let's take a look at it. Oh.
I can see it again.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
Spot and dimes.
Let me shine my flashlight up in there. Hey, bird's eye view.
Unless.
All right, I had to go back and gob it up on him a little bit more. It's just kind of uncomfortable. Doesn't look like it, but when you're my age and you're on your bent knees trying to do this, I just wasn't paying much attention. But we're all good now. Got it all cooled off. I'm gonna go get the nitro pumped up in it. I gotta change my tank though, because if you watched the other video a couple days ago, I only had about 180 pounds. I'm gonna put at least 300 in this one. So yeah, time for a little drink break. I'm not much of a soda drinker, but that's what they got here. Okay, guys, I got the refrigerant lines on pressure test. That's as far as I'm going to get with that today. Like I said, I'm only doing like 8 to 1 each of these days. I'm not working late past that on the weekend. So I got my fish rod with the hook on the end here. There is my spotter rod that I put down through the floor. I got my drill with the paddle bit. We're going to drill a hole up through the floor. And then I should be able to hook, we tucked a bunch of thermostat wire down into the wall. I should be able to just hook the wire, and then we're going that way with it, out the foundation vent, which I already cut a hole for seal tight to go through. So get this insulation moved out of there, see what it looks like. My brother's cut me a clean piece of plastic, because I ain't laying in that shit. Here it comes. All right, guys, I got my rod through the floor there. Matt's gonna go out and jiggle that wire around, or maybe shove some more in. I couldn't get it right off the bat, but you know, it's nice having a long fish stick here. I can get almost all the way up to where the thermostat hole is. So yeah, don't need him anymore. I could probably pull him out. Cool. All right, he's already up there. All right, guys, money in the bank. We are through. I'm gonna go pull this down over to that foundation vent. Get rid of these tools, get them off me first. Living the dream, living the dream. I can't think of a better way to spend my Sunday than pulling a thermostat wire through a crawl space. Whew. At least it's clean. My brother had a flood here a couple of years ago, so they put all new insulation. Well, it doesn't look like they did too much with the insulation, just in spots. But they laid all new plastic down here. Oh yeah, his dryer vent's been loose again. I can tell. It got wet everywhere. Great. Just what I wanted. Maybe I should have put my coveralls on. So tired of lint in crawl space. Boy, let me tell you. Oh, he's got a leak, all right. Oh, show him that. Feed it to me. Damn it. Oh, sorry about the camera work, guys. I'm trying to show you this as I go. Come on, Matt. Okay, my brother's missing in action. He has a tendency to do that. So now what I have to do, it's gonna be a lot easier to pull. I can't get my fat ass back in there, so I'm gonna have to go joist at a time. And then he's got a bad water leak back in the corner. Let me get this wire back in that corner and then I'll show you. All right, guys, so he had a remodel done, and he told him that he thought he maybe had a water leak in this corner. Yeah, you got a water leak. You got a lake down here, and this is sorry about that, hit the wrong button. And this is where his water heater's sitting, so I'll do some investigating. I don't know if the water lines are tucked up in the joist, or if they come up from up above. I'm not sure. I'll go take a look in their pantry, which is where the water is. But we have all this dryer lint that's down here. See, I went and fixed this for him, but it looks like it fell again. He had some monkey climbing down here, probably knocked it down. So yeah, this is above my pay grade. I'm not messing with that. They're gonna take care of this water before I do anything with that dryer vent. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but it's dripping. I mean, that's that's been happening for a long time. I wish I had better lighting. Yeah, this isn't good. That's a mess. That's not good for your indoor air quality at all. Not good for me breathing it. Ugh. There we go. I took my headlamp off so you could see better, but we got ourselves a lake down here. You can see. Here, I'll be quiet for a second. Hear the dripping. Not good. And I think even if he pushes that fish stick through, I'm going to be climbing through a lake to tie this on. So, I don't know. Oh, boy. Can of worms. Okay, I see it. She's a dripping. And then down here, if I can get my phone out of the, we got a lake down here. So we got about 3 joist bays of wet insulation. And it's definitely not coming from the ship pipe because it's dripping down through the insulation here. And here, let's move this off to the side. You can see my brother can just take some snapshots from this if he wants photos. Yeah, he's bad. And the dryer vent's loose too, so it's just blowing down here. But I'm not going back in there to repair that until that's fixed. Look at that. That's quite the drip, guys. That's a steady drip. That's a 5 gallon, 10 gallon a day drip. Ugh. All right, I'm out of here. We're done for the day. We're gonna get this wire pulled up to where it'll get to the furnace, and then we're out of here. Ugh.